With 11 confirmed injuries of U.S. troops in Taji Air Base, tensions continue to mount from the Iraqi government regarding the presence of U.S. forces in their country. One America's Rion has the latest on this tension from the White House.
As reports of missile strikes on Taji Air Base demonstrate continued Iranian aggression against U.S. forces in Iraq, the debate continues over whether U.S. troops should be in Iraq at all. Some arguing the Iraqi parliament's vote to expel U.S. troops serve as encouragement U.S. forces should leave. Corey Mills, CEO of PACEM and a diplomatic defense specialist, told One America News the Iraqi parliament vote does not convey the big picture.
So the vote itself really doesn't mean a whole lot. It's a political vote. It does not follow due process or anything along the lines of what Articles 59 through 61 basically state with regards to the Iraq Constitution.
Add to this the White House's position that no troops are to leave Iraq unless the U.S. were compensated. Mills says Iraq, once oppressed by brutal dictator Saddam Hussein, now has another proxy dictator, Iran. This, says Mills, explains much of the pro-Iranian faction of the Iraqi government.
So it's a political gain at best to show Iran that they're still trying to do something, and also as a preservationist to not have their lives threatened. I mean, a lot of these individuals, their families are being threatened, their lives are being threatened by the Hashd Shabi, by the Asabi al-Haq, by the PMF leadership. So they have to show some type of a faux loyalty.
Mills spent 7 years in Iraq and over a decade in the Middle East. He was hit by an Iranian IED, losing 3 of the 5 men in his vehicle in 2006.
My wife is actually from Iraq. My son's, it's very, very, near and dear to my heart. It is a personal issue.
Mills argues leaving Iraq now would only aggravate the Iran problem.
We have an obligation right now to ensure that we've got a good reform of the Constitution that's been put in place there, that we help to ensure that Iran is completely out of their political system and the influence. Because if we try to withdraw or pull out, to use their own terms, what we're doing is creating a vacuum that both China and Iran and Russia has said they'd be happy to fill.
Despite the Iraqi parliament's fear-based loyalty to Iran, Mills says it isn't just Iranians protesting Iran. Young Iraqis are protesting Iranian influence as well.
Millions of protesters flooded the streets, as they have since October, demanding that the Iranian regime basically release its kind of stranglehold.
Mills adds, imperative to success in the Middle East is President Trump's leadership.
We're not going to have another Benghazi under his watch, and that's guaranteed.
Mills says Pompeo's recent Iraq visit was vital in maintaining the back-channel diplomacy combating Iran's efforts in Iraq. Rion, One America News, the White House.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.